Okay, let's go.
Hey Gen X cruisers, grab your margaritas and buckle up because we've got a wild lineup today.
Carnival is laying down the law on refunds.
Disney's giving Texas and the West Coast some magic close to home.
Celebrity Cruises is teasing a whole new type of cruising. And yes, we have an update on the Celebration Key tragedies.
Stick around, you won't want to miss a second. Welcome to Gen X Cruise Life, and if you grew up thinking International Delight Instant Coffee was the height of sophistication, this is the cruise show for you.
Think you could cancel your Carnival cruise just because there's a hurricane? Think again. They just made it very clear what you're not getting back.
Hurricane season is here, and with Hurricane Aaron stirring things up, at least 9 ships across 6 cruise lines have had to change their itineraries. But Carnival wants to make one thing perfectly clear: no refunds, unless the cruise itself is canceled. One frustrated guest asked Carnival brand ambassador John Heald if they could just get their money back since there was a hurricane on its way. And let's just say the message back wasn't written with Disney magic. The guest compared Carnival's call center to, quote, a needle in a haystack, and even dropped a "Hello, McFly" reference. The problem, the Back to the Future musical is actually playing over on Royal Caribbean's Star of the Seas, not on Carnival.
Heald's response was calm, cool, and polite. He reminded everyone that Carnival's main goal is to keep the passengers safe, and refunds are only happening if the ship never leaves the dock. It's right there in the fine print of the guest ticket contract in Section 8D. So the bottom line is trust the captain, trust the crew, and don't expect your money back just because you don't feel like sailing.
Hey, if you're getting value out of this video, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let me ask you, is this fair?
Absolutely. You know what you're getting when you book a cruise during hurricane season.
Right. And you can Google hurricane season and find out the dates. You got Google, you got a phone.
It's the same time every year.
Same time every year, and you know what you're getting yourself into. The cruises are a little cheaper, right?
They are.
You get a better deal.
Yep.
And they're not canceling it most of the time. They're doing like these 9 ships are doing, these 9 cruises are doing, and they're just going around it, and they're rearranging the itinerary.
First of all, these are billion-dollar cruise ships. They're not going to risk putting these ships in the path of a hurricane. They have very sophisticated navigation systems on board. They can make, hour by hour changes in the course as necessary. As the radar indicates, the hurricane is changing paths all the time. So they're going to do whatever they have to keep you safe.
And you hear this all the time, the hurricane's 120 miles an hour, or it's 160 like Aaron just was. But that doesn't mean that's how fast the hurricane's moving. The hurricane's moving pretty slow.
Right.
And then you've got those fast winds. So they know, hey, it's over there. We just need to shimmy this way. We need to go this way. And they stay out of the path. Disney fans in California and Texas, your wish just came true. 2 new ships are headed to your backyard.
Disney just announced nearly 100 new sailings from San Diego and Galveston starting in 2026. That's right. Disney Wonder and Disney Magic will be making the West Coast and Texas their home for the first time ever.
Families that don't want to fly across the country can now start their cruise close to home. And of course, the fan favorite holiday cruises are back. Halloween on the high seas in the fall, and very merry time cruises in November and December.
The rest of the Disney fleet will stay mostly in Florida, with Treasure, Wish, Fantasy, and Dream offering Caribbean itineraries, while the brand new Disney Adventure will be sailing from Singapore. So West Coast and Texas families, it's time to dust off those Mickey ears because the magic is coming to you.
So this is really good news for Disney freaks.
It is, absolutely. San Diego is a great port. People are going to love sailing out of there.
And talking about San Diego versus Long Beach, for instance, if I lived across the street from the Long Beach port, I would rather hop in my car and drive to San Diego.
Yeah, we've sailed out of Long Beach a couple of times. I think twice already. Yes.
No, 3 times.
3 times, and a couple times was during COVID, and it was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
It was the least efficient port we've been to.
Traffic getting there is pretty tough. It's not horrible, but San Diego is much nicer. So this is a good thing for San Diego. It's a good thing for Southern California, right? And as far as Galveston goes, it's going to be fantastic. We've got a daughter that lives near Galveston.
And she's a Disney freak.
Total Disney freak with 2 young children, our grandbabies.
Yes.
Who's not, I mean, they're all little kids.
What's not to love?
Right. All little kids are Disney freaks. So this is fantastic news.
There's still time to enter the Amazon Essentials giveaway contest. All the details are going to be at the end of this video.
Celebrity is going off the ocean and into the river, and here's how you can get first dibs. Celebrity Cruises is launching Celebrity River Cruises in 2027, but starting September 3rd, 2025, you can place a $500 refundable deposit to get priority booking access.
That means you'll get priority access to staterooms and other booking options before the general public. Plus, first pick of Danube and Rhine cruises. These all-inclusive voyages will cover meals, drinks, Wi-Fi, and even shore excursions in every port. Think less Margaritaville and more Mozart, Riesling on the Rhine.
So if you've been tempted to trade your balcony cabin for a river view of castles, this might be your time.
So Nate, what did you find out about these ships?
Celebrity is going to model these river boats after their Celebrity Edge class. So they're going to have the same general theme and look. Of course, they'll be much smaller, 180 to 220 passengers, but they're going to have the garden top or roof, and they're going to have that same modern feel of the Celebrity Edge. So that's pretty cool, and it'll be very different than anything else that's on a river right now. Yeah.
I think it's exciting that they're giving customers a chance to book early and get first dibs on some of these ships.
Right, and I'll be honest with you, when I first heard this, I thought, so let me get this straight. You want me to give you $500, and you're not telling me what the itineraries are. You're not telling me how much the cruise is.
Right.
And I thought, this seems a little funky, a little bit of funky for your production. And then what I figured out was, obviously it's refundable.
Right. So if you don't like what you see, you get your money back.
You get your money back. You're just going to let them hold your 500 for a little while. But if this is your thing and you want to do it and you get a shot at being first,
right,
$500 is a small price to pay.
Right.
Just saying.
We have an update now on the tragedy at Celebration Key. We ran a story a couple of days ago, the original story, which we're going to link right here. There were 2 tragic deaths that rocked the cruising world that happened on Celebration Key. And today we have an update from authorities that we can bring to you.
Tragedy in paradise tonight after 2 American tourists drowned in separate incidents at Carnival Cruise Line's brand new $600 million private destination, Celebration Key.
Now, local authorities have clarified these were 2 unrelated incidents involving guests from different ships.
An urgent investigation underway after authorities say a 79-year-old man had become unresponsive while snorkeling at a beach. Then, hours later, a 74-year-old woman in the lagoon became unresponsive while swimming in a pool. Both were pulled from the water by a lifeguard, given CPR, but did not survive.
Authorities stress that autopsies will determine the exact cause of death, and while social media is full of speculation, heart attack, aneurysm, drowning, none of this has been confirmed.
In a statement, Carnival confirming the incidents and offering their thoughts and prayers to the guests who were sailing with their family. The $600 million luxury compound on the Grand Bahama that opened last month allows the cruise line's largest ships to dock while passengers have exclusive access to the area.
Our thoughts are with both the families as investigations continue. Tragedies like this remind us that emergencies can happen anywhere, not just at sea, but at home, in parks, and even grocery stores.
I think it's important to add also, both people were with their families. So they were not alone on a cruise.
Yeah, it's tragic for the people that died. It's tragic for their families, for everybody involved, the first responders. I'm sure they were not expecting to lose 2 people on the same day so early after the opening of Celebration Key. They haven't even been open for a month.
Yeah, and I know we mentioned this in the first story about the lady that was in the pool, but the story confirms that the man was out snorkeling in the ocean. So you could kind of understand that. He was probably out, we're speculating, by himself, and you could kind of understand that. The lifeguards spotted him, saw that he wasn't really moving.
He was with a group of people who probably had their heads in the water with a snorkel out. They were not paying attention to what he was doing.
But back to the original story, the lady in the pool, that is so hard to wrap your mind around.
The pools are not that deep. Most people can touch the ground.
Right.
And if you're not a strong swimmer, you're probably not going to go too far out into the middle of the pool.
And usually there's enough people in these
Yes.
pools to where you would see the person not far
Struggling.
from you and you'd think, oh, that doesn't look right. Let me make sure that person's okay. That's just the hardest thing. But they're doing autopsies. They're gonna find out exactly what happened.
I'm sure we're going to have another update on this story for you in a week or two.
Definitely gonna have another update, and hopefully we'll have more answers. Hey guys, we're a brand new channel and it really helps us out if you hit that like button, leave us a comment about any of these stories, and hit that subscribe button. So cruisers, what do you think? Should Carnival be more flexible during hurricane season?
Are you excited about Disney's San Diego and Galveston expansion? And what do you think about celebrities' river cruises?
Drop your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from our Gen X crew and we answer every comment. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.
We've got a video coming up that you've never seen before, or check out our Amazon Essentials giveaway contest right now.